When customers want to try new foods or experience new things when it comes to food, they don't normally go for the high-end restaurants as they want to keep their money at a lower budget. That's when your local restaurants come into play. And as a local restaurant owner, you have the opportunity to bring in said new experience or new foods that people have particularly may never have tried, or something that we all know and seen throughout restaurants, but with your own personal twist. At Golden Plate Consulting, it is our job to help you, the restaurant owner, bring in new faces or have people bring their own family in to experience said new tastes and decor or experiences that normally they wouldn't get from a high-end restaurant, but at the lower level of being like a mom and pop shop that they have never heard of before until now. Golden Plate Consulting didn't start off as the restaurant consulting company as it is today. It actually originated in 1989 in Newport, Rhode Island as Golden Consulting, a more broadened spectrum of our company. In 1991, a famous restaurant critic rather, by the name of George Smith partnered with Golden Consulting and made Golden Plate Consulting the now restaurant branded form of our business. Hi, my name is Christopher Davis. I'm a consulting advisor for the Golden Plate Consulting Company, and I have a bachelor's degree in management information systems. My job here today is to help you, the restaurant owner, bring in the good old customers, along with making sure that all your reviews and social outcomes for social media are well and it exceeds in meeting expectations for your new customers along with some of your old ones. The Silver Skillet is the unique mom and dad pop shop breakfast spot right outside the heart of Atlanta since 1956. It was then bought by George and Louise Decker in 1967 and has been run by the Decker family ever since. This restaurant has come across many famous celebrities such as Dave Chappelle and the OJs, along with being recognized by USA Today and the New York Times. This restaurant has also been featured as one of the best breakfast spots to go on CNN during the Super Bowl of 2000. As you may know, reviews are one of the backbones of a restaurant's success and or failures. Restaurant reviews are often told as like a storybook in a sense. Nobody knows what to expect when they look at your restaurant's name and or slogan, but when it comes to reviews, it tells the inside of whether or not the restaurant is great and everyone enjoys it, or they don't like it and everyone dislikes it and tells people to go away from it. Our mission here is to help you achieve those 5-star reviews and make sure that everyone knows your restaurant's the best one to choose. Let's start off with some of your strengths. One strength is that this is a classic diner. You don't see that often when it comes to many restaurants in Atlanta, as most things are more modernized or up to date with some things that are surrounding them. With said classic diner, you have the nostalgia atmosphere, as this is something that has still kept its touch and look since the 1960s and 70s. You have short waits, which is fantastic. You don't want your customers to come in and have to wait 30 to 40 minutes on a seat, though on some days I can understand that being a thing. Let's start off with some of the weaknesses that your restaurant may have that will hinder your reputation on social media along with the word of mouth reputation. One of them would be the fact that there are dirty dishes. Customers have complained that there are dirty dishes and nobody wants to eat up a dirty dish. The next issue would be that bugs are able to fly into your restaurant, and that's not good at all. If they're able to fly into your restaurant, then there's a possibility that they are able to fly into the kitchen along with getting into the prepared food, and nobody wants to eat that either. Another source of a problem would be the fact that people have complained that their food is overpriced. That is a bad issue to have when serving anything, as somebody could make the same thing, maybe even better, or just a little bit cheaper than what you're charging for one serving and can make multiple servings of said dish. Never look at any of your restaurant's weaknesses as the downfall or its failure. In fact, rather, think of them as new opportunities for your company and restaurant to change for the better and bring your customers back to somewhere that they know and enjoy. To name a few of them, one would be to close off any holes or cracks and crevices that any of the bugs are able to get into. As we said before, nobody likes to go into a restaurant when they have a lot of bugs in it. Secondly, another one to take into consideration would be the fact that your dishes were dirty. Make sure that your employees are able to clean the dishes properly, and if it is being machine washed, make sure the machines are working 110%. We don't want anybody giving you a lawsuit for getting sick while they're there. Another choice would be to lower your prices. As stated before, nobody wants to go and buy something that they could make for the same price and have an abundance of rather than just the one serving. If you decide to not take any of the customer's ideas or thoughts into consideration, threats are going to be made to your company and restaurant, and that's the last thing you want. One thing that they would threaten you on would be the fact that your since your prices are a little too high for them, they'll decide to get something from their local grocery store and make the food themselves while not going back to your restaurant at all. Another threat would be the fact that you could possibly be sued for having unclean dishes and making customers sick. The last threat would be the fact that if a health inspector would come into your restaurant while they're seeing the bugs and critters around your floors and ceilings or walls, they could deem it to be unsafe to serve food in and possibly, worst case scenario, shut your entire restaurant down. And that's the last thing anybody will want. Here is the chart of the SWOT analysis that covers the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that we have discussed in the past previous slides. Whether it be good reviews or bad reviews, your strong points or your weak points, you have to take into consideration your reviews. Your reviews tell you exactly what the customer least expected and was surprised about, whether it be good or bad, on how your restaurant did. If you can find these reviews on Google, Facebook, TripAdvisor, Yelp, there's plenty of places out there that customers will come in and leave their reviews on dictating whether your restaurant was fit to be on other people's time to come and eat. As a advisor for the Golden Plate Consulting, I would like to thank you on my behalf and on the company's behalf for choosing our consulting company on helping you make sure that your restaurant success is golden. As a token of our appreciation for you listening and hearing us out, we're offering these collared t-shirts as a thank you for listening to us and making sure that everyone else knows that your company's success was golden thanks to Golden Plate Consulting. Thank you.